remember what you're fighting for.
When you understand that, you'll be ready.
I was born in the struggle, born to survive.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. I am Legacy Lingo. We have the beautiful Mayte and Cory Marcus here with us. And today we are going to review Karate Kid Legends, which just released in theaters this past Friday. I'm excited to talk about this. Maybe not for the reasons you guys think, but we will see as we peel back this review. This is going to be a spoiler-free review, so we will do our best to give you guys that. But before we start, we're at 10K plus. You guys have been rocking with us. We appreciate it. If you're new to us and you like what we're doing, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the alerts, and join the collective community. All right. So IMDB has the Karate Kid Legends synopsis as: after Kung Fu prodigy Li Fong relocates to New York City, he attracts unwanted attention from a local karate champion and embarks on a journey to enter the ultimate karate competition with the help of Mr. Han and Daniel LaRusso. All right. So, jumping right in, I want to start with you, Mayte. All right. I want to know how you felt about this movie. And I'm also wondering if you've seen any of the past content prior to this. If you've seen the 1984 film, the 2010 film, even that one in between, the next Karate Kid where he trained the girl, or if you've seen Cobra Kai. Mayte, tell me how you felt about this, and also let me know if you've seen that content.
So I haven't seen the content, so this is just me watching this just as the movie. So think of me just no knowledge. I just watched the movie.
Okay.
Just to see.
And
I might have watched some clips here and there, but I never like fully sat down and watched every single movie in the show. Like I might have seen little clips here and there, but I can't say that I've watched them.
Okay.
Now, how I felt. Okay.
Talk to me.
I mean, it was enjoyable. It wasn't like bad. I liked it. It was enjoyable. Like for me, thinking it was more like something that I probably would have seen at home, like on Netflix or like, something on streaming. But it was nice. I liked it. The music was nice. I liked the storyline. It was a little predictable, kind of a little cheesy.
The music was nice.
Well,
wow.
It was it was like early pop, like I don't know, it was giving like early 2000s, kind of like it gave me a little nostalgia with the music. It's kind of like happy go lucky. Like it wasn't anything like it wasn't like trash, where it's like, oh, like I've seen worse, but I feel like it's more like maybe family friendly, kid friendly. It's not like I feel like it's appealing to other audiences, not just, Again, I haven't seen the other one, so it's hard. I don't have anything to compare it to, so I'm just
okay. That's what's surprising to me, for you to have not seen the other content, so you have nothing to compare it to. For you to throw out the music was nice means it's saying a lot to me. It's like, I may be wrong.
I feel like I didn't get too much of karate from a karate movie, aside from the scenes where he's doing the stunts was cool. I like the stunts. Like I was like, okay, like, but like I don't know, it's just maybe like I think what threw me off, like they're living in China, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're speaking Chinese, and then now all of a sudden they're in New York and they just speak perfect English. And then it was like there was no accent. I was like, I mean, he went to school for what, a year?
Oh, you a filmmaker for real. I can tell you that right now.
So
but
that kind of it threw me off. I was like, okay, he could have at least had an accent that made it. It's cute. Now the dad of the pizza shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you was good with that.
I was good with that, but I mean, it was just kind of sad. The trauma. Was the brother involved in the other movies?
No.
Mm-mm. Oh.
Well, all right. So
I'll leave it there. Let's see what you guys have to say.
Yeah, let's see. Cory, talk to me. Tell me how you felt about this movie.
Oh man, it's just so many things were going. Like one, I felt like it was too short. An hour and a half for this movie. I don't think they used the time wisely.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot got taken out on the cutting floor.
Okay.
A lot of missed opportunities as far as like cameos are involved. Um, I mean, it was a solid movie. I would say like I would have waited for this to come out like on streaming.
Right.
Like it's watchable. Yeah, it's like a movie that you can watch again, but to go into the theaters and see this on a big screen, yeah, you don't need to. Um, like they gotta have that, gotta throw that love story in there for some reason. Then they're keeping the trope where the main character, he legitimately isn't the Karate Kid. He just like he either doesn't know or he's doing the kung fu. There's never been a time when the main character is legitly the Karate Kid.
Right.
Um, they keep that going, and I've seen all the movies. I've
Mhm.
seen the Hilary Swank version, the Jaden Smith version, and then the original. I saw Cobra Kai with the the terrible acting on that.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah. I couldn't even
Um,
finish it.
uh, but yeah, I just feel like yeah, it could have been a little longer because that movie was like hour and a half. The one with Jaden Smith was like 2 hours 20 minutes. I feel like those should have been like swapped at least because of what they were trying to do with this movie.
Exactly.
Because it wasn't just his story. They were involved in the family and the pizza shop situation, and it really didn't like when it goes into the actual training part. That's like it's really quick
Right.
and like we're right there, and I'm just like, oh, well, should we take the rest of the movie doing this or just building up to it? And then the part where he does live in China, but he comes to America and doesn't have an accent, that was bothering me too. So I was like, even though you know how to speak English, you have an accent. Like, like
It was
I was,
perfect. I feel like his English was
yeah,
better than mine. I was like,
it was
oh,
crazy, the pronunciation and all that. And I'm just like, I went to school, like when I was a kid, I went to school with a lot of Cambodian kids, and their second language was English, and they had an accent.
Right.
So I'm just like, where, like, what's the, I don't know. And then like, I feel like Jaden Smith should have been in this movie.
Hmm.
He should have been right next to Jackie Chan as like an instructor,
Some type of
or just
mentor.
yeah, like just like there for at least like 5 minutes where he's like, I have to go to America, and he's like, all right, cool, I'll hold down the ship while you're going, like
Yeah. Something.
because he's legitimately his first student, so I would
Yeah.
expect him to be in there.
Exactly.
Um,
You checking up all
then
the stuff on my list. There's a lot of stuff I'm not gonna
yeah,
say now, but keep it going. Keep it going.
then the whole scenario. I don't know if this is spoiled. Like I'm just talking about the movie. The catalyst is they're moving to America. The mom wants to get him out of life because his brother lost his life because of kung fu.
Because of the sport. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like it's just like it's just kind of sprinkled in there just because there's no real like it's not solid enough for me to be like, okay, yeah, I'm with this. Like there's like I don't know this character. I'm not emotionally attached. We
Right.
got a we got a flashback of it. I'm like, I get it, but this is why the movie needed more time because we could have started with that.
Right.
The movie could have started on that note and just like built up to like he like he the brother got stabbed up
We could
and
have
he's
lived it
still yeah
and
and then
experienced it and got emotionally attached. Right.
yeah, so and then he's still training and like his mom doesn't want him to. It's just like they sped through this movie just to put it out, and I think it's like and then it's called Karate Kid Legends. You only got Daniel LaRusso.
That's the only
Where are the
legend.
legends at? There's
Yeah.
there's there's just, like you got Tommy Lawrence, you got James Smith. Hell, even so Hilary Swank could have shown up.
She could have. She could have.
It's just like when you name a movie Karate Kid Legends, I expect to see legends, not just one guy. So yeah, it's just I would watch it again. It's on TV, and it's just like there's nothing else on, and I'll just pop it on. But nah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it needed more time, and I feel like I got robbed
No,
with the
I'm
hour,
with
hour
you
and
on
a
that.
half. So yeah.
I'm with you on that. I do have a difference of opinion as far as the pace. It should have been a little longer. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But for me, and don't judge me, Mayte. I'm kind of with you in the middles on this one. I know I got highs and lows, but they kind of
So the middles come into
the
play.
middles are legit. The middles are legit. All right. So for me, the pacing, I like the pacing. I know that I agree with you that they rushed that portion of the story, but what we did get, I was engaged. It was a good pace, but it still did need more to flesh the story out. The fact that our lead actually has some fighting experience, even though it wasn't karate, he wasn't a true Karate Kid. I actually liked it. That was a high for me. That was high. But when we started getting into the middles, is I'm annoyed that the format and the plot hasn't changed since 1984 and 2010. Like our lead relocates, gets bullied, trains, and comes out on top in the tournament. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like that's what made the Karate Kid famous, but it's like the ending could have been extended. I would have loved, and I'm not trying to spoil, but I would have loved after the tournament that these guys could really have it out for real, to really see what's up, because the tournament is still restricted to a certain point, so we really don't know. I mean, yeah, he may have, the situation they may have figured out for that tournament, for that situation, but I would have liked them to take it a step further instead of doing the exact same formula from 1984 and to 2010. And I didn't even remember the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank, but I know it ended with a tournament. So it makes me feel like this is a reboot instead of an extension of the universe, because they keep giving us the exact same thing with a few little nuances. And I don't like that. I'd rather them take it and just continue it a little further. And the reason it's like it's a low for me, but it's also a high, is because I feel like we needed this fresh take on it, because if you try to go back and watch the 1984 film, it's so hard to sit through. The nostalgia is not strong enough for me. I was trying to sit through it and I was like, God damn, what's taking this movie so long? I couldn't do it. The original Karate Kid 1984, I can't sit through it. The 2010, I just tried to rewatch it before we did this review, and then I was like, you know what? I can't do this. You guys want to go sooner? Let's do it, because it's that one's way too long. He gets bullied for 45 minutes. He trains for 45 minutes, and then they have a 30-minute tournament, and that's just pretty much it. Like, I mean, I get it. He needed to train because he was new to defend himself, and they actually gave him a proper training on that in the 2010, but it's still like those movies, we needed a fresh take on it, and that's what this gave us. So I was kind of happy with the version we got. It's not a bad movie, but I'm just disappointed that we couldn't break away from the mold. Like, why do we have to if you're giving me the exact same movie, then don't act like you're extending the universe. Just call it a reboot. Just call it a reboot for the next generation, and then I'm okay with that. But it's like you're trying to sell me on something new, something fresh, and you're literally giving me the exact same thing. And another low for me was I hated the actual tournament itself. That shit was so low budget, it looked like something that we would have filmed on our budget. They was in some back alley in the fence, and not even that even where they were fighting wasn't even that big of a space. It was almost like they shot at guerrilla. Like they're just like, oh yeah, let's do this right here. Let's go. And I would have liked a longer tournament. I would have liked a lot more going on. I would like them to put some more money into it. And also the like Mayte mentioned, the father of the pizza shop, he had a story. He was due some revenge. I feel like the situation that he was put in, there should have been some revenge, or at least some conversation about, well, maybe because I was gonna give you this money and you did A, B, and C, maybe you don't get it now, and then we have a big brawl or something. I just wanted more action outside of the normal Karate Kid, and I felt like I didn't get anything different from what we've been getting all these years. The only thing that's actually different is Cobra Kai, but then that was also such that still I don't even get it. That's a whole other review. All right, so let's go ahead and rate this thing, because then let's go ahead and rate this thing. All right, so Critics Collective style, we do accolades going from 0 to 5. 5, of course, being excellent, must watch, highly recommended for all viewers. 4 accolades, good, worth watching, but has notable flaws. 3 accolades is average, some enjoyable moments, but lacks significant impact. 2 accolades, below average, some redeeming qualities, but generally disappointing. 1 accolade, poor quality, not recommended, or 0 accolades, horrible, absolute trash. Okay, Mayte, I'm going to start with you. How many accolades you giving this one?
I'll give it a 3.
You're gonna give it a 3. Yeah, average it out. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best thing out there. It was a good watch. Just watch it when it comes out on streaming.
Save your money. Don't go to the theater.
Yeah, watch something else. There's a lot of other stuff.
There's a lot of other stuff. All right, a 3. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Corey, how many accolades you giving this one?
I wanted some Johnny in there, man. It would, because just going off Cobra Kai, I wanted Johnny in that movie.
So the post, I mean the credit in credit scene wasn't good enough for you?
It was God. More Johnny.
Yeah, I honestly, Johnny was the
no.
reason I kept watching Cobra Kai. So
Yeah.
they definitely should have, and I consider him a legend as well, despite the first movie.
Because even watching Cobra Kai and seeing Daniel, I was just like, I'm kind of annoyed by this guy.
Daniel LaRusso was very annoying.
And I was just like, you know, when you're a kid, you root for the good guy, whatever. But for this movie, I give it a 2.
Give it a 2.
I give it a 2. Like it's a strong 2. Like it's cool for what it is, but they under-delivered. And like they made it seem like when I saw the first preview, I thought it was gonna be much more than what it was. And they definitely under-delivered for me on this one. They needed more money, they needed more time, and I don't know what they were doing when they were shooting this. It was just like, oh, this is good enough. No, just step it up.
Right, and I'm with you on that one. I'm gonna give it a 2 as well. It's below average for me because they're not breaking away from what we've gotten already. So clearly, this movie was not for me. So I am offended. It's for the it's for the next generation, but that's why I'm offended, because you called it Legends, like you're extending this whole universe, but you still didn't give a shit that you're giving me the exact same movie. So I give it a 2. I'm pissed about that. You know, there was so much opportunity. You know, so much opportunity for more, even going beyond the tournament. Just go beyond the tournament. Anyway, so I give it a 2 as well. I give it a 2 as well, but this movie it's not bad. It's just based on what the missed opportunities, and then the fact that I felt like I didn't get anything new. I can tell somebody in the younger generation is gonna appreciate this, you know. But for me, yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 2. So, all right, let me stop before I start spoiling and go too deep. Mayte, let me ask you this though. Are you going to go back and maybe try and watch any of the other content based on what we said here?
I was thinking about it, but maybe not. I don't know, because I feel like you guys didn't really sell it too much for me. There was more bad than good. Show was you guys said the show was not good. You said the first one was hard to watch.
Right.
He said the Swank one with Jaden was bad. 33 out of 4. That's bad. I don't know if I should.
So I mean, the show is decent up to a certain point, and after a while, I just couldn't finish it. But when its first couple of seasons, it might entertain you. I don't know what you think, Corey.
I feel like you should watch them. Like the Cobra Kai show, even though it started to kind of like lose its flair towards the end, it's still watchable. You know, just that kid drama, like that CW-ish approach that they do with things.
Stupid teens.
Yeah,
you got patience for that. You won't be as annoyed as I was.
Yeah. But for you,
have patience with that, so I might be okay.
But for you to fully appreciate it, you gotta watch the other ones.
Yeah, but I'm actually curious. Try to watch the other ones.
I'll try to watch it.
You'll try to watch the other ones.
You can bypass the next Karate Kid. Just watch the.
But I do have a question for Eddie about
Well, wait. I'm not watching that movie if we get 15K.
I was gonna say.
No, I don't care what Manny promised. I don't care what Manny promised. I am not watching that movie if we get 15K subscribers. With that being said, if you guys like what we're doing, please support the channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the alerts, join the collective community, and make sure you get in the comments and back me up that you guys want to see us succeed without me watching that damn movie. But I know I just failed by offering that one. So
Manny's gonna tell everybody to flood the comments to have you to go watch it.
I mean, you guys are gonna be disappointed because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pass out and Corey's gonna be sitting there with the camera trying to wake me up, and I'm gonna just be like, I can't. So, you know, but I do appreciate you, Mayte, saying that whole. I don't know if Eddie's gonna approve it. You don't want to have back. Everybody else is like, yes, let's do it, let's do it. So thank you, Mayte, for having my back. You're a real one. I appreciate you.
I knew you would. That was not the movie for you.
Yeah, that was not sanctioned. Legacy Lingo does not approve that message, so it's not happening. It's not happening. Especially when I watched y'all's review and you said you were interested in the mutilation. I'm like, this. Y'all think I'm gonna sit through somebody mutilating themselves? Okay, no.
Hey, you might as well. Hey, man, just
He
power.
said you might as well.
just power through it. It's a quick watch.
Psychopath. All right, so
I feel like you have better luck probably with well, Final Destination is just as bad too.
Oh yeah, no. Matter of fact, it's gonna get to a point. You guys haven't seen my reviews. You probably won't. Everything's getting so disgusting. I'm just gonna be doing old shit, and you guys gonna do all the new shit. That's what it's getting to that point where
This
you
is
like,
the year of horror movie.
I
There's a
see,
lot.
and I'm like, damn. And even the action, I'm worried about watching Ballerina because the last John Wick got a little gruesome with the knife in the hand. So I'm like, I'm scared to watch Ballerina now.
Wait, you couldn't get through that?
No, I literally almost passed out. My fiance had to catch my head.
Oh man, you gotta see this movie now.
All right. Let me say this. We get to 25K. I'll watch this. 25K is better.
25K.
Yeah. Okay.
25K is a bigger. You want me to go big? You guys gotta go big for us. 25K. All right. 25K subscribers. I will sit to that movie and Corey will have like smell of salt and everything ready to just bring me back. All right. And the camera and everything. Okay. We'll do it. You guys, that's a deal.
We appreciate your sacrifice.
Okay.
Y'all better be ready to run the shadow if I die.
I might just fly out there just to go and see too.
We will do that with 25K subscribers, not the 15K. We're too close to 15K. I need a big, to me to sacrifice that, I need a big achievement. 25K.
Give you some time to prepare.
We hit 25K. We got to get like a real time reaction, like just the camera on you while the movie's going.
Yes.
I feel like everybody should be there, just experiencing you going through this whole trial.
And the EMP. Yeah, everybody.
Oh my god, we should get our reactions to Eddie.
All right, 25K, and we will do this. All right,
Okay.
it's a done deal. It's locked in. It's everybody seeing this. You guys get in the comments, let us know. Tell your friends to subscribe. Let's do this. Let's do this. Man, I'm scared.
We hear it in your voice.
You can hear it, right?
Like, please subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, I want it, but you know. All right. So, with that being said, Karate Kid Legends. You heard it here first. You got our reviews. It's in theaters now. If you want to go ahead and see it, but based on our recommendation, you will enjoy it more if you just wait for it to hit the streaming platforms. Enjoy it for what it is. You probably won't feel as slighted as we did if you spend your hard-earned money going out to the theaters. But get in the comments. Let us know what you think about it. If you guys gonna help us get to 25K, if you look forward to that, I'm so scared. All right, so we are the Critics Collective.
Looking forward to it.
Right, everybody's looking forward to it except for me. I'm Legacy Lingo. I got a beautiful Mayte. I got Cory Marcus here, and we will see you guys on the next one.